Preet Gill.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr Hanson, and it's a pleasure to serve under your chairmanship. I thank the Honourable Member for Harrow East for getting this important debate, and I declare my interest as Chair of the APPG for British seats. As we approach the 100th anniversary of the Jallianwala Bagh massacre in Amritsar on the 13th of April 1919, it is clear to me that there needs to be a formal apology from the United Kingdom Government which accepts and acknowledges its part in the massacre. We have heard from the Honourable Member about the events that transpired, and I will not go into much further detail here. Instead, I would like to focus on what should happen now and how we can seek to ensure such a tragedy helps us better understand our history and shape our future. The outrage and shocking nature of the attack, even 100 years ago, can be seen in the comments and condemnations of the massacre, including from former Prime Minister Asquith, who called it one of the worst outrages in the whole of our history, and Churchill, who called it an extraordinary event, a monstrous event, an event which stands in singular and sinister isolation. Under the command of Colonel Reginald Dyer, the British Indian Army fired rifles into a crowd of people, predominantly Sikhs, but also Hindus and Muslims who had gathered in Jallianwala Bagh to celebrate Vaisakhi. When the firing finally ended, the public place had turned into a garden of the dead. Even children, some as young as 3, were not spared. It is not enough to condemn the incident and express shame. The UK government must show respect to the worldwide Sikh community and have the courage to make a full apology for the deeply shameful massacre of innocent, unarmed civilians in Amritsar 100 years ago. Regrettably, the massacre came within months of the end of the Great War, where tens of thousands of turban-wearing Sikhs from Punjab sacrificed their lives for our freedom in Europe. The formal apology should include the victims of the massacre, their families and descendants, the people of Punjab, and given the location, timing and identity of the massacre, the worldwide Sikh community. This is the least the UK government can do on the 100th anniversary of the Amritsar massacre, so will they take this opportunity to finally do the right thing? But this is not enough. The apology should mark the start of learning, to teach our children about the massacre in history lessons in our schools, to learn about the context of the British Empire, which through imperialism and colonialism had exploited and subjugated people around the world. According to polling in 2016, 44% of people were proud of Britain's history of colonialism, and in YouGov polling in 2014, nearly half believed that countries were better off for having been colonised. The Amritsar massacre is not the only brutal act that was carried out, and we need to teach our children about it, about the shared history that it creates and the backdrop of what the Commonwealth is and means. In this way, children will learn where they came from and the journey to how and why they are where they are today. I'm not going to take any more interventions. I'm conscious of time. My apologies. By othering or writing certain people out of British history who are cast simply as pawns or means to an end rather than individuals with their own histories, can we really be surprised that hate crime continues to exist or that racism continues to fester? The question therefore remains whether an apology without a genuine understanding of the past can ever provide the closure that so many Sikhs need. Thank you.